Good evening, my revolutionary people. Today is day 220, and we are in, I don't know if we're in, but we're really near Compton. I left there. If you ever want to cure yourself of some of your humanity, go to Compton. There's nothing like Vallejo. Nothing like Vallejo. I don't even know what to say or how to start. First off, well, they stopped. Okay, so I woke up this morning, I was still kind of out of it, but I figured it out. They stopped my updates from going to the Walmart. That's why they let me use the, the Wi-Fi there. And so they're not getting my updates, which is smart. I get that. That's actually a really logical thing for them to do. It's impressive. Or it's not in their wheelhouse. They're actually doing something they should do. Well, that's good. So I've thought about it and I was like, well, I was like, how else am I going to reach the Hispanic people? Because they don't really go to the other grocery stores and they're really secluded. And it made sense on why the people at Walmart yesterday just didn't have the love. They just had fear. Especially this old black man that I saw. And he, like, normally those are the ones who really, like, exude the love and the oxytocin, and his brain was just not even participating. It was all body cortisol. So it took me a while, but I figured it out. We went and walked on the beach, and honestly, those people gave me the answers. See, and their demographics were off. There was no young people under 35. And the women had pretty much kidnapped the men they were with. They were like being tortured. They were being punished just as much as I was. It was pretty funny. I even straight up told this guy, I was like, what did I tell him? You're being held hostage. I don't think he heard me, or he just didn't want to, he was stuck in his own feelings. He didn't want to hear me. So it was pretty interesting. And then, yeah, so they gave me the answers. There's this one gay guy that just had it written all over his face. I told him, you don't have a very good poker face. And so, yeah. So we figured that out. And then I was like, okay, well, we could just go hold a sign. Because if there was a genocide going on of your people, I have no clue who my people is. And side note, fragment, who the fuck are my people? I'm half communist because of my mom, and then I'm half a quarter hybrid and or Aryan, and then a quarter South American. Because my dad, his mom was an Aryan, and his dad is South American. And my mom, her parents are Russian. My grandma was a little Chinese too. So I'm just all around mutt of the war games, but of all the fancy war game players, kind of. I don't know much about the communist side of the war games. That's something I would like to learn about. I'd like to know who my Grandma Kudaroff is. But, yeah. So here we are, and we're in Compton, and the people here just, they kind of broke me, honestly. They kind of broke me. I realized, because earlier I was talking to the Jeep cam, and I was like, wouldn't you tell the people? And no, I thought everybody would tell everybody if this was happening, but no, y'all would rather get the privilege off it. I saw Hispanic people. I don't think everybody knew what they were doing either. They didn't ask why. They just did the things. It was pretty interesting. But, okay, so I saw Hispanic people, and I was holding my sign with my domain on it and all that good stuff, and they were trying to take joy in my pain, or, and it was super ineffective. It's way better just to go to the Target and do all the things that I want to do. Why does it keep going off like that? Because it's been on so long. But, so, yeah, I'm high. They got me high again. And I'm just frazzled. I'm tired of being frazzled. I'm tired of I'm just tired of all this shit. So what I saw today was just, it was infuriating. You all would not help each other. I saw Hispanic people who didn't want the other Hispanic people to know, because that would mean that they wouldn't be privileged. They would just be like the rest of them. That was so disheartening. The people in Compton were just like my mom and my Aunt Nene. My Aunt Lana and my Aunt Lydia. They pretend to be good people and pretend to be kind. My mom and my Aunt Nene, they don't really do that so much. And I know it's because they've been hurt, because they were married to my dad and my Uncle Dave, but they hurt me and Jessica so much. And the people down here are just like them. They've been hurt so much they just want to hurt other people. I'm not like that. Everybody else in my family is so. And it makes me sad. Beyond sad. It makes me feel helpless, because I'm not like that. And I've never been able to convince my mom or people like my Aunt Nene to not be like that. And that means their brains are so far gone. They're dead inside. I saw a lot of women like that. It was super sad. And I just don't know how to deal with things like that. And it just hurts. It hurts. But I think I made a ruckus here at Target. I think my updates are still working here because they send a whole bunch of people. They're all driving around. So hopefully we're getting through to some of the Compton people. I hope they apologize for being such assholes. Vallejo, I don't know how you do it. You were so kind to me. And these people, I don't understand. I guess. But down here, my dad just has like a corner on the market because these people have been like hit from every angle. They are just, they're tortured. They're tortured. And I'm high. The beach was nice today. I liked it better in Oxnard though. But I went to Rat Beach, the Torrance Beach, aka Rat Beach. It was okay. It's definitely not closer to my vision at all. My nose. So yeah. I'm super disappointed in people. And I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. So hard to find food. It's not poisoned. Last night, me and the kids had our favorite, like our newfound, like favorite junk food, like a bag of chips and a thing of hot dogs. Oh my god, $2.50 from Walmart. We're all super happy afterwards because it has fucking E in it. Like, I think that's what they do to the hot dogs all the time, is they put that stuff in them so that the kids ask for them. Because I never really liked hot dogs when I was little. I don't know. But now I do, and I shouldn't. They're so awful, but they were good last night and got super high. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to appeal to the epigenetics and your guys' self-preservation, because everybody is being set up by the systems to fail, and we're all experiencing an epigenetic trigger of autism and dyslexia. So I can appeal to your self-preservation. That's what I can count on. When you know better, you do better. Maybe you'll even let your Hispanic friends know that we're trying to kill them. Or maybe you'll let them know about the worldwide epigenetic trigger of autism and dyslexia. Worst case scenario. Because how they do the Mexican food is good, like, kind of goes into that too. Like, we all need to not eat nightshades. If we just all stopped eating nightshades, that'd pretty much rule out most Mexican food. So that'd kind of fix the problem. So I'm not going to appeal to you all being good people. I'm going to appeal to self-preservation. If you want to hear the car, yeah, that's what I'm not going to count on y'all to be good people, because down here I don't think they have the luxury of being good people. That's how I'm going to look at it, because I don't want to cry. Even in Santa Barbara, they didn't really have the luxury of being good people, though. It's a luxury nobody seems to be able to afford. I wouldn't even really consider myself a super good person. Like, I've had to do what I've had to do to survive too. And maybe I am doing this because I want to survive, but I want to do it, I want to live. I am doing this because I want to live. Because I want you all to live with me. I don't want to just, and I want to have a good life. I don't want to just settle. I don't want you to have to settle. I looked like a bum when I was holding my sign. Like, I just have, like, I literally braided my hair and washed my face with a baby wipe, and men were looking at me like a piece of cake or something. It was ridiculous. Or like bag of potato chips. That's how I would look at a bag of potato chips, probably. Light up my brain. It's just sad. I don't even think people are human anymore. I don't know when people stopped being human. Maybe y'all were never human and I just never really realized it, because I just read books. I knew on TV people really weren't human, but I don't know. I don't know where I went wrong with people, but I don't know. People down here are really hard to deal with. They're really hard, and I knew it was gonna be hard, but they're just kept so sheltered, and I just really want them to live, or at least join I want them to live. I want them to join the revolution. I just want them to get them on board. This is like the last part. It's a lot. I'm gonna upload this. I love you, my revolutionary people. Thank you so much for spoiling me. Never would I have guessed that it was so easy up in, like, Oregon and Washington. Washington was super easy. Y'all just got on board so quick. And then Northern California, y'all were just super easy. I don't know what's wrong with these people. I think they've just had their humanity taken away for a long, long time. And I think my dad just more is willing to overtly torture them, and so they're afraid. That's what I noticed, is the black people in Compton, they're like, oh no, we're not going to be tortured more for standing up for somebody else. They haven't, like, they get enough just from standing up for, they don't even stand up for themselves. Just being them is what they just get enough. They're not going to do anything to bring more on them. I can understand that. I've been there before, I'm sure. Okay, day 220, sorry. 220 days. We're in Compton, at a Target. I hope I announced my presence to the LA area. I'm really hoping this is it. I love you, my revolutionary people. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being you. If you can, gossip to everybody that you can, that you know in Southern California, because there are so many people who are just not in the know. 220 days and there's still people not in the know. And I'm not going to hold the sign anymore. I've got to figure out a better way to do this. And I will. I will. I love you all. Mwah. Talk soon.